Well, I think you talk about quality of leadership. I think that's very important. You're right. And when we compare ourselves with the large nations of Asia, China and India, we are tiny. So, yeah, we're nimble, but we're also very vulnerable. But when we address the issue of quality of leadership, it is this particular cabinet that saw the first escape from the Whitley Road Detention Centre. You want to talk about quality of leadership. I think that says a lot about the quality of leadership that we've had in these last 5 years.
Are you saying then, Vincent, that on account of that, all the other achievements that have been accumulated over the many years of good quality leadership, the quality of life that we enjoy, the quality of the education system that we have, the quality of healthcare, and those are not taken into account?
I'm glad Josephine mentioned about the quality of leadership. We believe that quality of leadership is really important for Singapore. It's critically important to Singapore. But what's also important is the quality of the alternative leadership. And what I mean is that do we want to depend on only one party to steer this whole ship and not have any backups in case the current party fails?
Lina? Well, I agree with Gerard for saying the comments. I think, yes, the present government is good and the leadership is good, but I feel that there should be an alternative, like a two-party system, if we can do it, that who are equally capable of taking over the government when the time comes. Of course, this is a tall order.
I think also the PM should not be worried about having more opposition in Parliament, because he'll be worried to pin us down, but I don't think it will happen. He will actually complement the ideas that we have, because we are sourcing good people in our parties, generally all of us, to explore more ideas, to give inputs, and to the government, even to the people. And eventually, if we can come back to have an alternative government, I think Gerald will be online. I'll be online to serve the people.
Minister.
Let me first say that I think a strong opposition is good for the PAP. It's good for Singapore as well. That's why we've changed the constitution to allow for more single-member seats. That's why we're providing for more non-constituency MPs, so that more opposition voices and more alternative voices will be in Parliament.
Well, I like to put in one word, like my husband usually say, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. So I think that we should have more opposition members of Parliament.
Okay.
Well, the Workers' Party believes that one of the greatest long-term challenges that Singapore faces goes beyond just the economy or society. One of the biggest challenges we face is a lack of political checks and balances in Parliament. We feel that there's a lack of alternative political leadership in government. Now, the government currently is dominated by just one party, the PAP. If this party were to fail, what will happen to Singapore? Alternative governments do not just spring up overnight. And that's why the Workers' Party has a great emphasis on putting forward a rational, respectable and responsible party that will be able to win the trust of Singaporeans. Now, even if we feel candidates that have all the capabilities and the credibility that Singaporeans want, but they do not win elections, we're not going to make very much progress in that respect. And that's why we need a sizable number of elected MPs in Parliament to be able to safeguard Singapore's future that way. And so I hope that more Singaporeans will step forward, would join us in this exciting journey, this very important journey, to be able to safeguard Singapore's future and secure a more happy future for Singapore.